Z. And just want to check that we're running again. Yeah, we're running again. And we should have something up here. It's, as you guess, I'm still new to all this crap. Yeah, 0 bytes. This is the one I just recorded. Good. Alright, we're back and running. We just won the war. We have fuel. We have a lot of good stuff. I mean, just want to see what we're doing for fuel situation. Good. The funny thing is that, like, the army units, if you base them in Poland, it doesn't really do anything. Like, it won't help resistance go down or anything. So you guys are just gonna hang out with the Soviets. You guys could go hang out with the Czechs. Like, be friendly with them. You know, you could trade them, like, schnapps, and they could give you, like, what's that name of that Czech beer that I liked? I forgot. Girls. Someone based on. I mean, it's, you know, you could, like, trade with them. It's. The goal is to be friendly with everyone. I want to see how long we have until we get the Reichswerk. A little bit of time. Are these guys upset with me? Not really. Which is good. 31. 43. Good. That's what I like. You know, we have a lot of land, and they're not particularly concerned about us. You know, we're like, we have some Lebensraum, and they're not upset with us, and everyone is pretty much happy now, you know? That's the way I wanted things to be overall. Now we can figure out what we're going to be doing next, you know? You know, I just obviously it makes sense to infantry divisions. There we go. And blank. Field hospital. What are you upset about? Good. Panzer units. I mean, it's like Panzer units, and for the time being, I'm just giving them field hospitals. The funny thing, after we do this, we're probably almost going to be not exactly like out, but there we go. Now we're down to 37. And let this whole system reset for a little bit. Basically, obviously, our main concern is just to see how this, like, affects our logistical situation. I mean, I'm not planning to go to war again for a while. So I'm not that terribly concerned about that, but, you know, it's It's one of these things where you just want to. We need a shit ton of artillery. We need a shit ton of everything. Just like what I freaking thought. This was a dumb idea. But change of plans. Yeah. See, this is what happens when you're not when like you don't have everything like 18 and 20 and save. Yeah. I'm not just gonna cripple my whole logistical supply. They're gonna be overwhelmed enough as it is. Simply just because we added all those support equipment for all those other units. Our fuel's going back up. How does El Duce think of us? And it kind of makes sense to cock block the Soviet Union once we get 10. In other words, we're just going to try to take over Latvia, I think. That'll cause them to... Ooh, they love us. You want to go to... Good. Awesome. Duce loves us. So, if like March 1945 happened, and this is what Germany was, you could understand that they would be kind of happy with that, like, situation geopolitically. Can we change our name in this game? I know it's... Usually you could change things. What happens if we delete this? Would that make them like everyone feel safer? If like we went and it said like, hey, we no longer have a faction. At least I think they would, Like, people will be like, I feel so safer now that there's not, like, a German faction. There we go. We have time to relax. We're prioritizing garrisons, obviously. So at least in that aspect, we're pretty much back down to waiting. We have... Next time we need some of the technology, we'll probably just steamroll some sort of Air Force doctrine. Get them sort of ready for, you know, that'll be a good thing, I think. This is Japan over here. They're kind of chilling, I think. We know what they're doing. Where do they want lettuce? Taisei Yokusu. Okay. I wonder what these things mean. Seems kind of neat. You know? And that's us. We're a lot bigger than we used to be, which is what I like. We're a bit bigger than Frank Reich. We're bigger than Gross Britannien. We're obviously not anywhere even close to as big as USSR. But you have to be sort of like grateful that we are bigger than we started. If that's like the whole point of life. You know? Steam up a little bit more. It's a little out of it now. It's just simply waiting. Watching the fuel climb up. Watching life happen. You know, I'm not exactly sure at this point, like, exactly what the Germans would be doing right now. I mean, they would probably have a military parade or two, just because that seems like what people do after they win wars. But you know, it's negative 26 degrees centigrade. That's cold, you know. Now they're having a blizzard. Wonder what people. I mean, it's. Well, how long? Yeah, it's pretty cold. I wonder how cold it is in Germany. Let's find out. And we're gonna go all the way back over here. I guess this area is Germany. Yeah, it's like a little bit below freezing, -3. It was kind of interesting, right? You know, you saw we might actually rededicate some of our factories towards to do that. Good. That's like actually one of the good things about dispersal of the industry. You know, it's not as bad when you do that. It's bad, but not as bad. So we're just gaining our... We're doing all this crap all over again. Where's our... Yeah, it's probably being reamed half to death. 10 of them. This thing's not that bad. Show non-resistant countries? No. Very well. Yeah, cavalry brigades. So we have a lot of land now, and we're just kind of chilling. How come I have -14? Okay, yeah, I'm gaining again. I'm gonna be because of the Mifos. I'm not sure. You want that? You got that. It's probably because of the Mifos. No, it's just pretty much waiting again. Watching the fuel go back up. And I wonder what thing is up and happening in Danzig right now, you know? You know, a lot of it just depends, like, if you're, say, you consider yourself a German in Danzig, would you be happy or would you not be happy? I wonder really can, I mean, it's around. But actually, in many ways, especially in the interwar period, Poland was kind of at times fascisty too, you know? Like, if you really wanted freedom, you're kind of between a rock and a hard place. So at this point, I'm thinking of like once we get, it's gonna take us a while to get what 100 days or something. Because I really want the Anschluss before I do democratic. Yeah, fogging. Moral. Yeah, this is what we want. Okay, go through the Autobahn first. Yeah, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Can we do we pass? I thought we bypassed this. We're on action. Yeah, we're. No, we don't have to worry about that. After 100, what's this? I thought we could. Oh well. It's one of those things that just makes you wonder whether or not it's still cold in Mecklenburg, Rostock, Kiel. Supposedly Kiel will freeze over during the winter during this time, so like they would have trouble doing naval exercises and stuff. I mean, overall the Baltic Sea was supposedly pretty shallow. let it, it's. Slowly gaining. I don't know what the hell are we doing. I wonder if we could go Anschluss if we're not fascist. Might be a good idea. At least it's. At least the way we could do sort of like both of them at the same time, Anschluss. Good. We could do it while being democratic. I like that. I don't want to be fascist. These Deutsches Arbeitspartei. I don't want to force anyone to do anything. I want you guys to be friggin' democratic. Central. We already have a decent amount. I mean, we got at it an hour. You have to admit, you can say what you want, but you have to put a lot of credit to him that for like, I wouldn't want his job. It's after we lost the World War, and now you're trying to like get everyone to like you again. Like, hey, we're Germany, we're friends now. Let's all like let bygones be bygones, and we could all run around and say like happy things to each other. And you have to admit, he did a pretty good job with that. At least, I mean, it's like one of those things with like, if you compare it, say, Ebert, because probably the closest thing to that situation would be like Stresemann during the Weimar period. But even if you like read up on him, he wasn't really that much better than Hitler. It's kind of like as soon as he had like any sort of like, basically his whole idea of peace was guaranteeing the western borders for France to get them to like you. But he didn't really mention anything about the eastern borders because he was promising like peace with France, and in exchange, maybe later on they could do things, if you know what I mean. That was pretty much it. He was trying to get France to like feel peaceful and happy by guaranteeing Germany's western borders, but not mentioning anything about the eastern borders. So and during this entire time too, he was trying to do like little trade wars against Poland. This is completely destroy their economy. At least in that aspect, I don't really think he was much of an improvement over Hitler, but that's just me. How many troops do we have? over 500. Good. If we're gonna beat, yeah, it's less. 5. You need some, right? Yeah, you need that. And what do we need? Opals. Yeah, we need opals. But we don't need that many opals. You get what? What we need in what? 100 days. This is actually probably the more pressing concern, but we'll just get one done with, and then we can focus on the other. If we have to buy some rubber for a period of time, so be it. That's the way I see it. You might think otherwise, but everyone's entitled to their own opinions. And especially because, you know, if... Okay, we got the herring work. You know, why are you going? You guys love me. Oh, it's not a line. Yeah, that's the fascists. Improve relations. Come on, Horthy. Danzig or Krieg, we don't really have to worry about that, don't we? I got a bond. You know, everyone likes the Autobahns. And then if you're thinking about it, if we just occupied all this area, then... Can we do things? Promises of peace. There isn't really things to like... It's just like ways to... No, I don't want anti-democratic raids. If anything, I want anti-fascist raids. As weird as it sounds, it just seems more and more likely just to be interested to go stay fascist. In which case, we just have to pretend we're sort of like an enlightened despot. You know, kind of like, I don't know. Maybe the Alta Fritz. But when, yeah, I mean, it's in some ways he was a nice guy, and some, you know, it's worthwhile being declared a hero, I think. I mean, if it wasn't for him, Germany wouldn't exist. So pretty much supposed to be a split between Russia and France. Yeah, this is getting worse and worse and worse. We're getting some compliance. So that's kind of like, what I'm thinking. And we're just going to end it here for the day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Feel free to say thanks to my channel. Visit me on my website, evilsexoffender.com, and have a good evening. Ciao. Shift up.